his pappy's knee. Well, he picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel. Said a hammer's gonna be the death of me. Said a hammer's gonna be the death of me. Well, there's some say he came from down in Texas, and some others, they say from up in Maine. I say I don't give a damn where the poor boy was from. Was the leader of a steel drowning gang. Was the leader of a steel drowning gang. And John Henry, he had a pretty little wife. Name was Polly Ann. And when Johnny was sick and lying up in bed, it was Polly Ann drove steel like a man. It was Polly Ann drove steel like a man. Well, the captain, he said to John Henry, I'm gonna bring my steam drill around. I'm gonna walk that steam drill out on this job. Gonna walk my steel on down. Gonna walk my steel on down. And John Henry, he said to that captain, Lord, a man ain't nothing but a man. But before I let the steam drill beat us down, I will die with this hammer in my hand. I will die with this hammer in my hand. So John Henry, he raised his hammer, and he brought it down on the ground. And the folks in Chattanooga, about 300 miles away, thought they heard a mighty rumbling sound. Thought they heard a mighty rumbling sound. So John Henry, he went to the tunnel with the steam drill on his left. Said, before I let the steam drill beat us down, I will hammer my whole self to death. I will hammer my whole self to death. And John Henry looked down at his shaker and said, Shaker, why don't you sing? 'Cause I'm pulling 30 pounds from my shoulders down. Listen to that cold steel ring. Won't you listen to that cold steel ring? And the shaker looked up at John Henry and said, drive like you never did before. 'Cause if we let that steam drill beat us down, we won't have a job anymore. No, we won't have no job anymore. Oh, the captain, he shouted to John Henry, I believe the mountain's caving in. But John Henry, he turns to his captain and said, boss, that's nothing but my hammer sucking wind. Boss, that's nothing but my hammer sucking wind. And the man who invented the steam drill, Lord, he thought he was mighty fine. But John Henry, he drove his 15 yards. Steam drill, it only made 9. The steam drill had only made 9. And John Henry went through the mountain, and he come out the other side. But the mountain was tall, and John Henry was small. So he broke his poor heart and he died. Broke his poor heart and he died. had a little baby boy, no bigger than the palm of your hand. And he picked up a hammer and a little piece of steel, said someday I'll be